Child actors often seem to be surrounded in controversy in pretty much any way you can imagine. They're often abused, exploited, and overworked on set when they're super young and unable to recognize what's happening. So let's look into the often cruel world of child acting.
1, 2, fan, turn, hit it!
So dramatic. A super common occurrence is parents of the actors just straight up taking all their money because oftentimes they are the managers or agents for them. Because what are you going to do? They're your parents and you should trust them, right? But often this leads to overworking and exploitation by the parents. Because the parents want more money, and the only way they're going to get more money is if they make their child do more roles. A lot of parents get very fixated on making their child a star, despite the child probably not really wanting to do it, and they just get thrown into this world that they just aren't able to handle. Jennette McCurdy, who was in Icarly at the age of 10, was forced to bleach her hair, whiten her teeth, and count calories, which led to her developing an eating disorder early on in her life. And she's actually written a book called I'm Glad My Mom Died. Yeah. Now they aren't all bad. Some parents are super supportive and work to make their child as happy as possible. Like Zendaya still has her dad as her manager, and he takes only a little bit of what she earns, and she bought him a nice little mansion. Aw. A lot of child actors are commonly overworked, and it's kind of a gray area because, you know, child labor is technically illegal. But despite if it's allowed, people that young shouldn't have to work such grueling hours in hard conditions, where they have to do everything perfectly and are kept to the same standards as adult actors when they just shouldn't be. And sometimes they are punished, like Shirley Temple was locked in a room and forced to sit on a block of ice if she acted out. They face so much stress at such a young age, and most of them develop some kind of trauma after. A lot of them end up developing like drug problems, which could be unrelated, but like there is a common occurrence of this, like Macaulay Culkin. And since they're working so much, they don't have time to fully develop like they should be at that age. Not being able to get a normal education or interact with other kids that are just like them, or really getting to be their own person at all, and often falling into imposter syndrome like Hannah Montana did. Not to mention that they would face all kinds of abuse, verbal and physical. But one of the most disturbing issues is common sexual harassment. Young female actors are super sexualized from a young age, even though they are playing the roles of children who don't need to be. I'm talking to you, Dan Schneider. Again, this comes back to parents forcing daughters to dress a certain way, but also from studio staff. And often these young girls are molested, a lot of the time even worse. Many companies like Nickelodeon have been known to try and buy people out from telling their story of abuse. Disney, for the sweet life of Zack and Cody, chose to hire a man who had gone to prison for forcing a minor to sex, showing such little regard to the safety of the child actors. As I mentioned earlier, many child actors, especially girls, were shamed for eating too many calories. These young girls would just be hungry and be denied any food or shamed for eating, which led to many of them developing eating disorders and kept them to really high beauty standards that at their age just wasn't realistic. So looking at the evidence here, it's really hard to justify Hollywood using child actors. And it really is a hard subject because for a lot of things you can't just not have them playing certain roles. It would be really immersion breaking if an 8-year-old was played by an adult. Now, of course, this isn't every single child actor's experience. In recent years, the cases have seemed to gone down, but also remember that the actors are still young, but I just hope they don't have any terrifying stories to share in the future. I think most of that will come from YouTube kid actors. Oh my god, pray for them. There just needs to be more set rules for child actors in the industry, just to make sure that they aren't overworked, aren't forced to do anything that they don't want to do, and are working with people who actually know how to handle children and can treat them appropriately.
These talented entertainers who I am not attracted to at all will be the winner. I'm not attracted to any of them.
So that you can enjoy having child actors in a show or a movie without having to worry about what's going on behind the scenes. Thank you for watching. This one was a little more dark than the last one, but it's about sending a message. But if you enjoyed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Trying to hit 10K by 2024. That might be a steep goal, but you know, we're aiming for the stars here. Hey guys, so that was stupid. I filmed my video so long ago that my hair is a completely different color. I changed it twice. Yeah, so I wanted to do monthly uploads for a while, and then I went to college, and yeah, got really busy. Now that I'm more accustomed to it, not getting so close. I'm gonna be doing some big stuff. So, bye.